Hey everybody, G4 Video 5 here, and welcome back to some more Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, the definitive edition. In this part, we will be completing the mission We Tip for CJ.
Carl, how's San Fierro?
It's fucked up. I can honestly say I wish you was here.
Great. Now you got the present for that friend of mine, right? You know, the one trying to get me and old Officer Pulaski into trouble?
Yeah.
Why don't you put that up in his car and give We Tip a call?
Hey, motherfucker, the code of the streets is that I don't snitch. I don't give a fuck if it kills you, me, my brother. Street cats don't call no cops.
Carl, he's a DA.
Oh, yeah? Well, where I go find him?
He's at the Van Calf Hotel in the Financial.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, snitches get stitches, and all that type of stuff apparently, but notice here, real quick, I want to talk about this. My garage here in Doherty ended up getting all jammed up. You like getting jammed up? And not in this situation here, is apparently someone stuck some gum in my garage locks, but thankfully there was this cheetah right around the corner that I was able to steal and that we're going to use for this part of the mission, so it ends up working out in the end. But that's still annoying though, because I wanted to use my motorbike for this part of the mission that I have in that garage. And so it's really strange, like it's completely random as far as I can tell as to when that happens, when your garage just won't open. And so to break the fourth wall a little bit, after this mission was completed, I ended up purchasing a safe house that's relatively near the Doherty garage, and that safe house has its own garage that ended up locking up as well. So it's very strange, and what temporarily fixed this issue was, from my experience, was saving the game, completely closing down the game, and then relaunching the game from my console's main menu. And that ended up working until the glitch decided to happen again. So yeah, it's a process that requires doing that every so often, but I suppose it could be worse. It could be just completely inaccessible from this point moving on forward, which I was kind of scared was going to happen, but thankfully there's that temporary fix that helped me out. But anyway, that's what we had going on there. What we have going on right here, though, is us stealing a valet uniform. And thankfully there's no bullet holes in this after that, or, bits of gunk and blood and bones and all that flying all over the place, because that hunting rifle seems very powerful in that regard. But, we ended up stealing this valet outfit so we can pose as a valet, as this is where the marijuana business all comes full circle in terms of that storyline. And I love this pile-up happening here. This is a little strange. Normally things are a bit more organized, but I don't know. We're just going to be doing a lot of waiting around at this point. But in terms of what we're doing beyond just posing as a valet, is that DA that we saw in that little shortcut scene is going to be dropping off his vehicle very shortly. And so we just have to wait for the DA to drop off his vehicle, because we're then going to steal that vehicle and take it on over to the Doherty garage to plant that marijuana that the truth had grown for us, and then bring the vehicle back on over here for the DA to then pick up. And then we're going to rat out the DA, by calling We Tip. And so that's the concept of the mission, which I like it in terms of story, but in terms of gameplay, this is all we're doing. We're just standing around right here, which I will say, at least it is raining right now, because I personally enjoy when it rains. You just pull out a cup of coffee and enjoy the smooth sounds of the rain beating down onto the ground outside. Although for CJ it probably sucks, because he's getting all wet right now. Poor fella doesn't have an umbrella. Yeah, you see that Dr. Seuss rhymes? But, as you can see, though, we now have the DA's car, so we're going to take that on over to the Doherty garage, and if we do damage this thing, we will need to get it repaired, which there is a pay-and-spray / repair shop type of thing nearby, so that's not too big of a deal if that does happen, but we should be fine, because these roads and side areas are relatively unproblematic. We have some wide open spaces to be maneuvering through, so yeah, we should be fine there. But something we won't be fine about is that after you complete this mission, you unlock the side activity that is required for 100%, which is to do valeting. as at that location that we're going to be dropping this car back off at, you can activate doing the valet side missions by wearing this uniform. And it's just such a boring activity, in my opinion. I really don't enjoy it. And it's just strange to me that that's required for 100%, but then something like stunt jumps isn't required for 100%. So it's a weird decision, in my opinion. But I suppose what they were aiming for was to fill up these areas with as many activities as they could. But I think they kind of went overboard at times. But I suppose that's a discussion for another day, as we're doing more of those side activities. For now, though, we're dropping off this vehicle in this underground garage, which is essentially what you have to do over and over again for the actual valet side activity. But for now, we've dropped that off, and we're going to call Weed Tip once we're in position, as another valet is going to drop off the DA's vehicle to the DA.
Hello? This Weed Tip? I seen something highly suspicious you should come check out.
Police, don't move! Get out of the car with your hands in the air! Do you know who you're fucking with here? I'll have your badge, you moron! Shut up! You find anything back there?
Found anything? He's got half of Mexico in here. Must be 2 tons of Mary here.
What? But I've never seen. How could it be? Hell of a defense you got there, buddy!
No, and magically CJ has changed back into his original outfit that he was wearing before he put on the valet uniform. Which is kind of annoying, actually, because you need the valet uniform in order to activate doing the valet side activities. So I'm going to go get that sorted real quick, and in the next part, we'll be doing that valet side activity. So until then, I will see you next time.